two, one. All right. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Paint by Minis with myself and Christy. We are so happy to be here. My camera's just shaking wildly. Thank y'all so much. This is a new program we'll have every Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time here on Mapbird Streams, where myself and Christy are painting miniatures. So that's super exciting. I am so excited to start this. Let's see, today I am starting with Breelith from our Saturday night campaign in Extremis. And Christy, what are you painting today?
I don't know. I think I've got like a whole bunch of minis to pick from. I can do like this maiden, but I want to show you some. I think she's showing some skin and she's got some hair. She's kind
Yeah.
of I got a bunch of little things.
Oh, for sure.
I don't know which one. How about MB Elf?
Yes, I love it.
MB Elf?
Yeah.
Is that the one?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that one. All right.
Perfect.
Okay. Well, before I begin, Breelith already has a base.
Yes.
So his base is pretty small, so I'm gonna glue him down.
Okay.
So I'm just using some super glue.
Okay.
A random base, and then I'm gonna stick him up here. Now he's gonna take a minute to dry. I'm not gonna mess with him.
Sure.
Right
yeah.
Now.
Okay.
It gives me opportunity to tell you. Are you nervous? Are you confident?
I'm confident. I'm ready to go. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have an idea what colors you want for her?
Well, I mean, I know what colors she has that she is usually. Her hair color, her skin color. I'm pretty familiar with her. So we will definitely be starting with there's a lot of purples, there's a lot of pinks, and there's a lot of blues. So I should probably start getting some of this out.
I see you're using the cups for your palette, the dry palette. My husband uses the similar.
I have that, but just for extra. But I also bought a wet palette to use. Okay. So I have a wet palette here, which I'll be using mostly. But the cups were just for if I wanted anything extra to mix up. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, with the wet palette, you don't have to wet your paints as much.
Yeah.
Oh, you made yours? That's good.
What did I make?
Yeah. I wish I would have did that. I got mine as a gift.
Oh yeah. No. This one actually came like I bought the wet palette, so it came with like the wet foam that you just wet, and then you put the palette paper over it.
Hold on, my audio's acting kind of.
Oh, sure.
Something's up. Something's up with it. I'm getting some interference.
Okay, so for those at home or at work, I'm getting out my paints that I'll be using, which again for Breelith are a lot of blues and purples and pinks. There's not that much outside of that. So actually I can probably, if I wanted to, just kind of have this palette handy. And hello chat, hello Darkstrider, hello Madbird Streams, anyone else that's in chat. We're so glad to have you. I think there's also some yellows. Maybe I should pull up Breelith's. Yeah, for sure. That's what I figured, Madbird Streams, that what palettes would be the way to go for that. Oh, well, this is a problem.
Okay, I think I can hear you now.
Okay. I'm glad.
Right. I don't know, it just kind of went out a little bit. I'm gonna let him dry a little bit more.
Okay.
He's sticking to his base. I just use I use Loctite, the extra gel super glue, but you can use any super glue. I just like this one.
Oh, okay. For the base, for gluing it onto the base.
Yes, or just in general. Sometimes you have to glue them together, which brings me to tools and things like that. Like sometimes your minis do not come together,
Oh yeah.
so you have to cut them out of the sprues.
Yeah. And then you have to file them down, right? Like where the bones connect.
Yes, you do need to get yourself a pair of snips or an X-Acto knife, and you do have to file the edges and tips. So
Okay.
super glue is another. Now, Dark Strider 40K says in their opinion, airbrushing is the way to go. I say there's more than one way. Airbrushing in a combination of brush on stuff, I think is a good. At least know how to do things together. Airbrushing is you do get crisp lines and things, but there is a bit of a learning curve to it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then plus it's
taking care of your brushes too. Make sure you wash and clean your brushes.
Yeah.
And airbrushing, you have to make sure you maintain your pieces and keep them clean as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine. I have some brush cleaner. Oh, that's one thing that I probably, I have a cloth here that I can use for to pat off my brushes, I think. Somewhere.
I have my grandma's clothes mat down here.
Oh yeah, I have a cloth here. Let me just grab it.
So I just kind of wipe right here in this channel. You might see me do that from time to time. There. So I guess I'm gonna start with a skin tone. I guess I'm going to find well, what do I have around me in regards to skin colors? They are showing some legs, so there's gonna be some skin.
All right, friends.
I look around on it. I think I'm gonna go with the a pale skin tone.
Okay. All right. For those watching, you might experience a little disruption, maybe, but I need to run Task Manager so I can close out my File Explorer because it has frozen up on me.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was trying to pull up a picture of Braille and it's like, oh, it's not even
today
showing up in Task Manager. Well, that's cool. That's great. All right.
Take up your paint to mix up the medium. I do have a bottle mixer. It's a little loud.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so let me open another.
Rip cats. Cats don't like this very much.
Oh, I'm sure.
She's gotten used to it, but she gets annoyed.
Yeah,
it shakes it up, but give it a good shake if you don't have one.
Shake.
And sometimes stuff plugs up in your bottles, and that's why I always have bobby pins handy so I can poke down into it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, I got my reference for Braille pulled up finally.
Paper clips. People use paper clips, or pull out the paper clips out and stick it in there. Some people have their own little handy little ways. I use bobby pins, and they're really cheap. You can get a whole bunch of them. Okay.
Having this light here really brightens up my video. All right, so are you going to prime?
I have a light above me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have this. I bought this little light here to kind of help with seeing the figure a little bit better. Are you going to be priming that, Christy?
Prime them beforehand. I use when I use primers, you try to use colors that are going to be in the shadows or whatever. I kind of want this to be a dark figure, so I primed it black, but you can prime it whatever color you want.
Okay.
Gray and white are normally basic primer colors, but this particular mini looks like it would be kind of like, it's a Grim Reaper, so probably darker colors. So I primed it darker.
Okay.
But I usually stick to those three primers: black, gray, and white. So
okay.
Every now and then I might do something off, like if I'm going to do something gold or stone, like this woolly mammoth is kind of like a orange color because the fur is going to be that kind of color.
Yeah. So do you?
Thank you.
Do you prefer a darker primer than a lighter one, Christy?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
To me.
Okay.
But if I'm gonna do something that is gonna be a darker, and like this is a kind of Grim Reaper looking mini, so I'm probably gonna be using darker colors.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's what I would do. That's what I was thinking.
Okay, so it's a case by case basis.
Right. Let's see.
Try to maneuver my paints around. I need to get like a little table or something to set up.
Yeah, you never have enough space.
I don't have enough desk room.
I do lick my brushes to get a little point on them.
Oh yeah.
And
okay.
You don't want too much paint on your brush, and you don't want too little bit of paint.
Yeah.
You do want to thin out your paints, and wet palettes help that a little bit.
Do you use any kind of other, like a paint, because they do sell the paint, like the bottles of the stuff that thins out the paint, like waters down the paint a bit. Do you ever use any of that?
The different mediums, like they have different mediums and agents and stuff, and I do have them available. I just in practice I haven't ran into that yet.
Okay.
Haven't used it very much, but I do have them.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I usually don't have that problem, and that is very pale. That is a pasty pale elf.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, it's a very pale color.
He does not get much sun.
All right. I have.
Now, when you start your base coats, you try to get the color on there. It's kind of sloppy. It's okay.
Okay.
Well, that's what I tell myself. It's okay. I can fix it later. Some people don't like it. Like my husband and my oldest son, they don't like sloppy. They clean as they go.
Okay.
Kind of people. I'm not. I'm very slapping on there, moving around.
Yeah. Let me adjust this a bit. Okay, so I'm going to
little baby limbs. These are some tiny skinny. This is a skinny person.
So do you go through and just kind of do a base color first?
Yeah, I go through and just start with like a general idea color, and I'm trying to be okay with it. Like I'm trying not to make a mess, but I usually do make a mess.
Sure.
I don't get bummed out, because the thing is, I say to to every new painter, you're not going to paint a masterpiece. Everything you paint is going to suck at first. You
Yeah.
just get better as you paint.
Yeah.
And you paint to your standards, not what you saw online. And every artist is different. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good thing to remember. Absolutely. All
and
right.
if you learn the basics, you'll get better.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, sorry viewers for the camera adjustments here. I'm just trying to get everything set up here. All right.
Make sure I keep it in. I get carried away. And don't
Take it out of frame. You're like painting over here. Yeah.
Yes. This is a very, very skinty yellow. I think, looking at, and sometimes you select a color and you're not really happy with it. Like, this is too pale for me. I might have to figure it out later, but this is good for a base. His base is powder white. His base is, I don't go out in the sun very much base.
That's yeah, that sounds about right. All right.
I mean, he's showing weight. They're showing weight. I'm gonna say there because it's giving. I can't tell.
Oh yeah,
vibes.
yeah.
This is very.
Hey, Cookie, welcome.
But wants to show some legs and a little bit of cleavage, I guess. Like it's a peekaboo window right here.
Yeah.
Okay, like look at that little window action, maybe little side cuts.
I think I need. My brushes are so new that I haven't even broken them out of plastic yet.
Oh, the fresh brush.
Fresh brushes.
Okay, the smaller the brush, the the more precision, but a lot of paint doesn't hold. You got to reapply paint to your brushes.
Okay.
Just so you know. But you can get a finer point on them. Like right now, I'm using a small brush because he's got small little ends. There. Okay, what are we doing?
I'm getting my color for her skin tone. Actually, probably was closer to this. It's probably too bright.
You could always build it up. Start with the midtones. Like for instance, I started really light, and I don't really care for it because this is way too pale.
Sure. Yeah.
Let's see. What a dramatic color.
How is everyone doing in chat? How are y'all doing today? Okay, set you aside.
I'm not getting up to pick colors, so I'm gonna make a color. And hopefully it's cute to me. I'm gonna use some purple and add a little bit of wolf gray to it and mix it up. Because I don't want it quite as black or blue. Kind of. I want a little bit of bluish too. I think I want to, that's the color. That's a little bit too much. So I'm going to light blend it with some gray because I don't want it like too gray. That's mixing the colors together. while it's wet. I do that a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I just like doing it. Because I can never figure out what I want when I want it. What is this? A little better. Take the original color and just go to the bottom because things tend to be dark at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
What are you doing? I don't see it.
I am working on her face, on her skin tone.
Okay.
That's what I'm hitting.
You can thin out your paints. It looks like
I'm sorry.
add a little bit more. Add a little bit more water to your paint.
Oh, okay.
Looks a little thick. A little bit of paint will go a long way.
Okay.
But yeah, that's a pretty tone for her. I think that's a nice start.
Oh, thank you, Mad Bird Streams. We are here
Thank you.
to captivate you.
I like the way you put that.
Mm-hmm.
It's very relaxing to watch people paint too. Let's see. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Yes, that is correct,
Yes.
Cookie. Christy
That
plays
is me.
Sinister on an Extremis on Saturday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yes. The most
Mm-hmm.
wisest,
Yes.
prudent, completely selfless
Yes.
drow you ever met.
Absolutely selfless. Would never. Yep.
Doesn't backstab.
Nope.
Law abiding.
No. Yeah.
Loves, I don't know, just very charitable. Wouldn't
Absolutely.
steal nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the best. Not, just very down to earth.
Oh yeah.
Completely down to earth. Learning music, not very much of a music lover. Very smart. I like that. Bit of a, I think I wanted to have like a little bit of a gradient down, which would be pretty cute.
Nice. Yeah, I like the. It looks like there's a nice little gradation of color there on the bottom.
That's what wet winning can do too. It's good for fabrics and hair
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
and
like that.
fur. Yeah, because some fabrics aren't just one color, and hair definitely doesn't isn't one color. And it's a really easy way to get a cute effect. And people be like, "Oh wow, look what you did! Oh, it
Oh
made it
yeah.
pretty."
Yeah.
And it's like pretty easy. It's pretty sloppy, but I don't care because I want to be able to see where everything is, and then I can fix it after I'm done with the first layer. Mm. And it's also challenging me to be a lot of my characters are very colorful. I'm trying to branch out and make brown and black and green.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Can't help it. But it's all good. See what you got going on over there.
It's so difficult for me not to paint heavily, you know?
Yes, that's the hardest part. You get to learn after a while. Thin out your paints, thin out your paints. That comes with a little bit of time. Thin out your paints. It's but you know, you gotta paint more in order to
Right,
learn
yeah.
it. I don't know. What am I gonna do for a boot? I don't like that top gray. I want it darker. Sometimes you just don't know until you start painting. Like, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
beat yourself up. I don't beat yourself up. It's just painting. You can always paint over it.
That's a good point.
I don't sweat when I make a mistake. I don't sweat when the colors don't go on. Why? Because it's just a model. It's just painting. You're supposed to do this to relax.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody sucks in the beginning and in the
Yep.
middle and in the end.
Yep. That's true.
Just go, I suck. I'm only going to get better.
Yep.
That's my mantra. I like that a little better. Better. That's way cuter now. For items on them, I'd
Mm-hmm.
like to look at the items and see what they are. Is it a pouch? Is it leather? Is it a flask?
Yeah.
Is it weapons? And my style is not to match. I kind of want the weapons and items to stick out.
Yeah. Okay.
Some people like to blend. That's just a, a, a choice for you.
Mm-hmm.
I personally want you to see all the things hanging off them, and
I like that. Yeah.
I go high contrast. Some people don't like contrast,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
you know. It's whatever you personally like.
I like that.
But I do want you to be able to see it. Some people's rules are to just be able to, yeah, that looks good. Stuff. Some be able to see the mini from a foot away. You know, make out the details
Oh,
from a foot away.
yeah.
Some people will like to have every, shades and shadows and highlights and
Mm-hmm.
lighting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care that much about lighting.
Mm-hmm.
Lighting's okay. It depends on what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I personally, that's not my focus. Some people use like, oh, you have a very flat matte style. I was like, because that's what I like.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of my minis are used for D&D purposes.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd say like
And game purposes.
you have lighting on, you'll have like lighting on them from the, whatever, if they're being used in a battle map or whatever. So
Right.
um,
That's what I have. I
being
mean, that's my purpose.
being 3D, like it kind of naturally casts those shadows, anyways.
Right. So I don't, some people want a display item and want to display where there's like a light source above, so of
Mm-hmm.
course in the face, you know, down, it gradiates and all kinds of things like that. But I'm like, all right, if I have like 6 months to spend on a mini to make it really pretty,
Right, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it takes a lot of time.
yes, not right away. And if I do, I'm gonna airbrush something, use a little, take my time with that mini.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm just painting just for fun or this is going on my table,
Yeah.
I'm gonna, you know,
Yeah,
paint to
I
my
can completely
standard.
understand that. Yeah.
Now, if you're like a competitive, like war gaming, like say for instance Warhammer, and you're gonna play against another person's army and stuff, they do have their own standards. And most wargaming situations, like if you're going to a convention or a tournament or whatever, they have a standard where you have to have at least 3 colors, a highlight, a shade, and the
Ooh.
base has to have some sort of finish.
Okay.
That's it. Your armies have to be painted in order to play. You
Yeah.
can't have unpainted armies.
Yeah.
Some people just paint to that standard.
Mm-hmm.
3 different colors, uh, the base, and boom, that's it. Let's go.
That's all you need.
That's all I need. I mean, that is all you need. And it can look, I mean, and they look nice. It's
Yeah.
not like they spent and it's a whole army too. So,
Yeah.
you're not gonna, you got to pay 20, 30, 40, 100 pieces. You don't want to spend all that much time.
For sure. Yeah.
And then also, that looks cute.
Oh, good. Oh, a little thick there.
Yeah.
I was trying to put a little bit of a darker purple in the as it went down to her feet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there. Mm-hmm. Do you have any washes?
I don't. No, I just have paints. I just have no. I mean, like, are there washes you can buy just as washes? I mean, I know how to do a wash, but
Yeah, you can make your own wash, or yes, you can buy already washes,
oh, okay.
washes and tones and inks and things like that.
What do the washes help with?
Basically, they're really thin and they go inside the creases. They're
Oh,
like
okay.
yeah, they go in to shade in, like, say for instance, her toes or
Okay.
um, things like that.
Okay.
Um, Army paint. I mean, every paint company makes them. I tend to like Army Painters
Yeah.
washes. Um, a lot of people like to cheat when it comes to faces because, like, you put like a facial wash and it'll sink into the cheeks and the crevices, and a lot of people have a hard time
Oh.
painting eyes, so you can kind of cheat the eyes a little.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh, like in between her hair, the little fall in between her curls and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you can make your own. It's just basically really thinning out your paints, like
Okay.
really watering it down.
Yeah, yeah. I'm used to
'Cause-
the. I've done it before with like because I paint with acrylic. I painted with acrylics like on canvas, and so I know how to do it from that. But I never thought to do it with the minis.
oh yes, same.
Nice.
hmm
Okay.
Uh, it's just a fun way. Hey, hi, Fleet.
Hi,
That's
Flea.
my buddy.
Welcome.
Hi,
Oh,
buddy.
hi. Average Stream says that he's digging the Reaper's color action.
Oh, thank you. I want it to be um a gothic looking,
Yeah.
but not all. I don't want it to be mall goth. I want it to be
Nice.
graveyard chic
Nice
goth.
distinction. I like it.
Not mall goth, but I do this every day. I'm going to the laundromat. This is how I dress
Mm-hmm.
goth.
Yeah. We're not looking for a hot topic. We're looking.
No, I do this every day.
Yeah.
This is how I woke up like this goth. Okay. I'm gonna say this goth is a brunette
Ooh, okay.
as a base. You know, it's gonna be a brunette, so I'm gonna use like a nut brown for the base and maybe dark and light areas. You know. And with hair, I usually do. I mean, with hair, clothes. Well, with anything, I like I like to do it in threes.
Okay.
The base, the shadows and shades, and then the highlights.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
So everything in threes like that. So the base color is this nut brown.
Okay.
And depending on what I want to do with the hair.
Uh,
So this is probably a high elf, considering the paleness and the dark hair.
mm-hmm. All right. So her. Let's see here. Shirt.
And the wet blending, you could do the same for hair and fur, just so you know. It's a good way to get it in there. Yeah, it is a great way to cheat.
Oh yeah, I can totally see that.
My headphones are getting hot on my head. Take off my hat. Usually I put on a hat to keep my hair on my face.
Oh yeah.
That's all that is. It's not for aesthetics, even though mine match beautifully with my outfit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Okay. I have to get some more white. Must lighten up with the blue. Try and work.
All right, that's that on that. Okay, so with most bone and tusks, teeth, I like to, well, I've already primed this black, but for
Right.
tusks, teeth, and bone, I would suggest if it wasn't primed black already, to paint whatever's going to be the bone or teeth black. So when you put the white or the beige on top, it's not so white. It looks like bone.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
So that's the rules for tusks, teeth, and bone.
Okay. I like
Just
that.
paint it black first.
I never would have thought of to do
And
that.
then, because if you just paint the bone just outright, it's gonna be too white
Yeah.
or too creamy.
Yeah.
And especially if it's a skull, the eye, the sunken holes in the teeth area is already primed black, so you don't have to paint black in there already. It's already there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Again, never would have thought to do that. That's good. That's good.
I got some in the little hole right there. It's okay. Just kind of wick it out. No big deal if it gets in there anyway, because I'm going to use a wash, like a brownish wash, to kind of make it look like it's been aged. Maybe they've been walking around with it, like see those longhorn skulls, and they got kind of dusty brownish tints to them.
Hey, Broth, welcome.
Hello. How are you?
Eucalyptus. That was for Broth.
Hello, eucalyptus. Mentholatum. Vicks Vapor Rub.
Eucalyptus.
All right, now this is some sort of instrument of death, and I decided that the main weapon is going to be bone. Just here and now. That's what I decided. It's going
Mm-hmm.
to be that. It's that. Now, as a goth, they wouldn't have anything shiny. I think they would have maybe something rusty.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree.
And I'm not getting up to pick any other colors. So I have a rusty tin color right here.
Oh, nice, nice, yeah.
And I painted the color off my nails just now. Yay. Painting so hard. Okay. That's a pretty teal color.
Yeah, yeah, that's kind of maybe a little bit more blue than what it is, but I like it.
Just the first layer anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Build up. So I completely did not think this through and picked a mini. So I, a lot of times you see details that you didn't see before.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes you don't even see them until you start painting, like, oh, there's a thing right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Whoops.
Just keep rolling with it. Like, it's there now. Let's go. Now, some people make their own metallic effects, non-metal metallics. And some people buy paints that are already metallics or they have the flakes in them.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Most paint is non-toxic acrylic paints. Well, metallic ones have metal in them, so I would recommend thoroughly washing your brushes before you stick them back in your mouth if you're using metallics.
Yep. Yep.
And to wash your brushes because the metal flakes tend to be hard on your brushes. With that being said, I like the Latos metallic.
Ooh, high fleet says olive green wash is good for making something look sickly or moldy too.
Yes.
I could see that.
I do that with some zombie skin. I do like, yes. Like this
Oh,
right
yeah.
here. The green wash goes in there in between, where the paint is, and he looks pretty gross.
He absolutely does, yeah.
Just happen to have some ghouls here, why not?
Why not?
They're fun. They're my little buddies. Let's go ahead and here you go. Ghoul one. I told people on Twitter that I named them. One is Rudy Giuliani and the other one's Betsy DeVos. I'm not going to tell you who is who.
Okay.
That's for you to figure it out. All right, let's fix this skin. I don't really care for this skin. That is too pale for me.
Mm-hmm. High Fleet says, above all, remember it's just paint. Make a mistake, wipe it away within the brush if it's still wet, or wipe over it if it's dry. It's only paint. Yep.
It's just paint. Don't go crying over it. It'll be all right.
Yep.
It's just paint. It's just paint. Oh, he's painted some really beautiful alien bugs called Tyranids in Warhammer.
Oh.
And they remind me of Care Bears or Skittles because they're rainbow colored.
Yeah.
Now the lure with Tyranids is they are just giant bugs that just hell-bent on consuming, and they kind of absorb the planet what they consumed.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, they must have went to Care Bear Planet and just wrecked house and
Sure.
absorbed all the rainbow.
Sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they literally tasted the rainbow. And very beautifully done paint job.
Matt Bird
Yeah, now
says
that color.
he loves how thoroughly lived in your painting space is, Christy.
I know. I can't. I can't. I can't not. I you know. I'm what you consider a messy painter. I drop things all the time. My husband's paint space is just right over this stuff, and it is super clean, pristine. He has like a little wipe off thing that he has. His cups are beautiful. His paints are nicely arranged. His mat doesn't have any paint on it. Me and my daughter's sides of the table look like we just like paint,
Love it.
paint with our fingers and all
Mm-hmm.
that. So then my middle son, you never know he was there because he just kind of holds it up. He's left-handed. He can freehand everything. He's done. He's the quickest painter. He's like, all right, I did 300 minis. I'm out. I'm gonna go play.
Wow. That's awesome.
He makes me sick how fast he is. He doesn't mess around. That's all. He just puts on some music and he paints and then he's done. I'm like, you're done already? He's like, yeah, bye. Meanwhile, he painted a whole orc army and like some planes. I'm like, what?
That's
You
awesome.
did a whole checkerboard pattern?
Yeah.
You did a whole checkerboard pattern by hand? Like you just eyeballed it?
He's like, yeah, bye.
Exactly. Yeah, sweaty. I'm out. Like, to be fair, he is my shadiest child, so he probably would have threw in some sort of shady insult about it, and then I would just like, oh, my feelings would be hurt, but also not really because it
Oh,
was
sure.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, my husband's here. Do you want to show the people what you're working on? Okay. He's doing a terrain piece for one of the armies.
Oh, that's so cool. I love it.
Yeah,
That's
I
really
like it
cool.
too.
Oh my gosh.
See all the skulls at the bottom?
Yeah.
This throne is blood for the blood god. That's all that is.
Oh
It's
my
like a
gosh.
pit for.
That is so cool.
Yeah. Now red is pretty difficult as a color in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to put down brown and then paint red on top because red tends to run a little bit or just not be.
Sure.
Red is red is a red is a sassy color. It's a little sassy. You got to work with it. You know, that's for all. I mean, regardless of what primer you use. And the cat hair gets everywhere.
Of course.
Yes. If you have pets, their hair is gonna get in your brushes. That's just a fact. Okay, I like that skin tone better.
Oh, good.
I feel better about it.
Trying to get the right color for this.
I mean, this one's coated for, towards the Caucasian side, but I don't want it to be like really, really too pale. I want,
Sure.
like they they walk around the graveyard, but doesn't mean they sit around it at night. They get some sun. Maybe go for a little hike. Just because you're a necromancer doesn't mean you don't get your steps in.
This is true.
Raise the dead don't have to live like one. And I want a little, a little slit action here. Let's see if you can see it. What is it? Get up in there.
Ooh. Yeah, I like that. Mm-hmm. It's looking good.
I raised a dead doesn't mean I live like one.
All right. Bye, High Fleet.
Thank you for coming. Okay, I'm seeing some bags. I don't know exactly what's in their hand. When I don't know, I just make it up. How about that?
Exactly.
I don't know what it is, but I tell you what, it's whatever I want it to be. Neener.
Neener, neener, neener.
I don't know what's in their hand. I'm just gonna make it up. So there. I think it's gonna be a magical focus. What is that you say? I don't know.
Anything you want it to be.
Yeah, it's gonna be blue. So there. Like maybe they just pulled it out that pouch that's on their hip. And you're gonna get it. You're about to get it now.
Oh, yeah.
You're in for it now, mister. I have a decision time to make.
What's the decision?
Are they into the fabulous or are they into the practical?
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Would they be like, I have this bag, it's from Coach, or would they be like, I don't know, I got it from the bargain bin?
That is a conundrum, and that's a pretty big plays a pretty big part in
Yeah. Are they practical or are they function? Oh, wait a minute, they got a dagger on their this whole time on their okay on their boot. Okay, well then that just tells me that this goth is an everyday goth, but sometimes they go to the mall and get specialty weapons,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and they got a boot knife. He said, haha, look out.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. Madbird says he can really see your expertise with managing detail and speed, Christy.
Oh, thank you. I worked on my speed. I can get a mini painted from start to finish, maybe in 3.5 hours or less. Didn't always start out that way. You know, sometimes you want to be that speed painter. Sometimes you're like, you know what? I want to take my time and put every little detail into it. And no
Madbird,
one's wrong.
is there an ideal area to start with painting minis? The lowest, deepest layers first, like undershorts, socks, skin, etc., before jackets and weapons.
Um, I try to do the largest area first, like when it comes to, when it comes to base paints and stuff, what I see first. Because a lot of times when I'm doing the largest areas, I don't see certain things. Like I didn't see the boot knife on this mini until after I painted it. So you tend to start with the largest areas. In this case, skin and the outfit was largest, like skin, outfit, the hair, the weapon, and then all the little things in between. You're like, oh wow, I did not see that, or I overlooked this portion. You know, you pick up the little details. So start with what you see first, and it doesn't matter where, but start with the biggest parts first and then work down to the little details. It does, doesn't matter. I mean, really it doesn't, but it's just easier so you don't overlook things. And then I miss spots all the time.
Yeah.
So when you start with the bigger stuff, you can see what you overlooked. That's just me. Okay, so this is a fashionable goth. He's like, look, I have a practical knife, and then I have an impractical knife on my boot. But don't judge me. Let's see. Seeing all kinds of weird things on this, so I'm just gonna do that for now. What is this? Again, I don't know, so it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. It is what you make it to be.
I made it to be part of the belt. Sometimes I don't know what that detail is. I make it up and add it. It's a belt now.
It's about.
Now, what a fancy blue.
Fancy blue.
Yeah, well,
What is a fancy blue, like royal blue?
um, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to make it. I don't know what it is. It's just I don't know anymore. I'm just gonna make it. I think more or less not really fancy. I would say it's a blue that I don't have in my vicinity,
Ah,
and I'm gonna have to make it. But I don't want it to be completely blue. I want it to be maybe a little green, like they got it from the army surplus store.
okay, yeah, yeah.
Like this is a pack that's just regular, like function. It's a sack over here. And I don't have it in my. I mean, I have the colors probably over here. I just don't feel like getting up and looking for it. You know.
I know. I know that feeling.
I didn't even know I was going to paint you today, but you look fabulous already.
It's looking great. My goodness.
It's okay to say that. Oh, I like her. I like that. See, I like the colors, like
Oh,
her skin
good.
tone, the
Yeah,
light
yeah.
colors, and then the medium. Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
pretty.
Thank you.
Good color selection.
Thank you. Going off of my character art that I made for her for the
Yeah,
layout.
character art helps. Definitely.
So.
And I needed to paint a Caucasian character because a lot of my minis aren't. And I'm like, okay, I got to remember how.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah,
Like they have, I know when I say that they aren't like Brie Liz
like
skin
different, yeah,
tones
yeah,
or,
like different
yeah,
colors. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
right.
got you.
Like, I, I need to have some representation, some more, you know, and I probably should paint some blonde characters because my husband, he paints blonde characters if they're decapitated. So I was like, well,
Oh,
I would like,
yes.
yeah, it's like, why is everybody who's decapitated blonde? I was like, is there some issues you have with that? Do we need to explore that, sir? Why? What did they do to you?
What did I do?
Yeah. Happy with that skin tone. Mm. Okay, I'm seeing some details right here. That looks like it's connected to what is now I've said is a belt. So I got to bring that down. Okay. So you don't see it until you're actually painting it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I didn't see that. All right. I think I want the other pack hanging off it to be the same color as that. Camo, weird camo color, I guess. All right.
Yes. So nice. Ah. Mm-hmm. Is your base coat done?
I'm seeing parts that I missed. I'm making sure I didn't um handles of the weapons. I'm trying to decide. Let's go silver to keep it in the same family because I'm resisting the urge of making it very blingy.
Yeah. You making it blingy? No.
Can't help it. But I can mute the colors with washes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Mhm. Like the pommels and the handles of things. Resisting the urge to make it. I forgot. This is a regular goth, not a mall goth.
Right. Not a hot topic goth.
Yes. And this is definitely they them pronouns given me. So when I'm
Nice.
when I'm gonna go ahead and
Love it.
create an NPC or reoccurring character, it'll be a they them. Because it doesn't really have any hips or anything like that, and not really a pronounced chest, but you know, got the leg out, and you know,
Yeah.
so I like that. Thank you for not making it over sexualized mini.
Right.
I get their little, I forgot the little elf ears. They have those protruding from their hair.
Oh, thank you,
Really
Brad.
tiny elf ears.
Tiny, tiny elf ears.
Tiny elf ears. See them?
Oh, they are super small.
Yeah. Tiny, tiny elf ears. And if you can, try to get the backs of them. A lot of people forget to paint. They print the front of the ears, but you can also paint the back.
Oh, yep, yep.
And don't mind if you get some paint on the hair. When you go back in the layers, you can blend it in, and it gives it a more natural look that the hair is blending
Good
into
point.
the ears too.
Yeah.
Oh, and I do like to accentuate hips and buttocks and legs.
And who wouldn't?
I do. I care more about legs and booty than chest and bust and cleavage. Although all that's important, armpits are important too.
Mm-hmm.
And I want deep armpits because it looks like they are not wearing that much clothes except for around the bottom area. So I'm cutting into this. Make sure I get the fingers. I have a hard time getting fingers all the way. I forget them. But, okay. I'm looking at what you're doing. That's cute. It's supposed to be Carmine. That's Carmine.
Yep.
That Carmine.
It's little baby Carmine.
It's like a Carmine. Carmine's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah. I'm excited to see what happens there.
With scales, you would wet blend them too. You know.
Okay.
Scales is a wet blending thing as well.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
I forgot to do this hand. I got one pale hand. I forget, you know. And that's why I like to go back over. I mean,
yeah, it's easy. It's easy to miss stuff.
Very easy. I miss stuff all the time. And that's why I like putting it on a paint stand.
Oh yeah.
It's so much easier. And turn him upside down and get where you missed. Yeah, that's what Steph has. She did it that way. She's got the DIY stuff, The way Steph does it, that's what a lot of people do is the way Steph does it. Is get yourself a bottle, a little bit of tack, and stick it on top.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And not every mini's regular size, so you have to do it. Some are really tiny, so even my paint stand doesn't work, so I have to stick it on top of something. It's just my husband went and bought us all fancy stuff, so of course I'm going to use the fancy things.
Absolutely.
for Christmas. Bought us all fancy things. Of course, I'm going to use it. But did I have to? No. Same thing with paints. Like some people are like, oh, I only use this and that. I'm like, it's freaking paint.
Yeah.
You figure out which ones you like.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my husband prefers Games Workshop. I prefer Reaper. But will I use Games Workshop? Yeah. Will he use Reaper? Yeah. Army Painter, I like washes. Formula P, I like their inks. And Formula P3, sorry. I like their inks. They're really strong.
Oh, nice.
Scale 75 inks are nice too.
Oh, cool.
Scale color.
What do you use the inks for?
In between the lines, like
Okay.
if you want to line things
Mm-hmm.
or make a definition, like well, let's go ahead and yeah, let's go ahead and use some real quick so you can see.
Okay.
Because I already got some going. And why not?
Why not?
Yes. Well, they're really strong. See the little line that I'm making with it?
Oh, yeah, I think I saw, yeah.
And they're really, these are not, they're not that forgiving.
Right, yeah.
Because they're really thick.
Be easier to make the thinner lines than like paint.
Yes.
For sure, yeah.
And the pigment is real strong. So make sure you really want that line.
Yeah.
I mean, then again, it's paint. You can paint over it. But
yeah.
You know what I'm saying. And I'm using turquoise. It's in the same family as the light blue that I'm using. I think it would look really cute on these bags. I like to cram in a lot of detail. My daughter likes to cram in a lot of color. She's better at making bases stand out than I am, and she's really good at fur.
Oh yeah, I think you showed a base that she's done before.
Yeah, it's insane. She shames me into making better bases.
Mm-hmm.
Mom, you could have did. I'm like, geez, all right. All right, I'm sorry. Well, we're in that stages now.
Nice.
Where we're going to be fussing over things.
Mm-hmm. Going back, filling in some details.
Yeah. That's my favorite part, actually. Some people don't. They're like, oh, when is this mini over? A lot of people use contrast paints or speed paints for that because it kind of fills in that stuff really quickly.
Okay.
And I'll show you one day how to do them because I'm actually learning how to do them, but they are not that forgiving.
Oh, yeah, you were using them on the those rock golem things the other day when we were doing the test, right?
Mm-hmm. With those, you can't wet blend those unless you're using. Unless you are using another type of speed paint, because if you use a regular paint on top of it, it'll reactivate the agent and it's running. Yeah. So you would spray on some varnish in between the layers.
Oh, fascinating.
Yeah. That's what I said. Will I be using them all the time? Probably not. But are they useful? Yes, they are.
Yeah, it sounds like, for sure.
Very useful. We should get a drop meter. Every time Christy drops something, the ticker goes down. Every time I drop something.
We were doing drawing Dan earlier, and Dan dropped his. Are you still in the chat, Dan? Was it like your stylus into your water?
Oh no. Oh no. No. Not the stylus.
I think it was mostly gone though. So like what he was drinking. So
Oh, okay, good. So I'm just going back over, to with the
okay.
colors, you know, 'cause usually put on more than one coat. I'm just filling in spots I actually missed. Pretty. All right. My husband went and got a mini to show you what contrast paints do. He did this whole mini with contrast paints.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
And then when the contrast dried, then he varnished it and
Yeah.
then he put the highlights on top
Oh my
of the regular
goodness.
paint. And this mini that what it took, well, how long did this take you? Like an hour or something?
Wow.
Like how long?
7 hours.
Altogether, with the details and stuff, 7 hours. But it takes all that
Right.
stuff
Right.
out.
Normally take me about 25 minutes.
It would have normally took him 25 hours. He did.
Oh
So
my goodness. That's awesome. It looks amazing.
yeah, this is a creepy, creepy, creepy.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. It's very like Dark Souls or Hey Galtip, welcome.
That's Warhammer's Cursed City
Oh,
campaign.
okay.
And it is a very creepy one. It's a creepy Dark Souls-ish, like
Nice.
weird.
Nice.
And we are gonna play that. He's painting all the stuff for it now.
Ooh.
You know what? I think that shoes should have a gradient. Just to be fancy.
I love it.
Fancy person. I have fancy tastes. Now they're fancy. They're everyday goth. Not mall goth, but fancy. So It'll look nice when I put some washes on it too.
Jotip, I'm doing good. How are you today?
Alcohol in. Hi, Gel Tip. How are you? Hi, how are you? I'm doing good too. You can paint some minis later on this evening.
Oh, nice. Oh,
I'll probably paint some too.
bronchitis is the worst,
Yeah,
or one of the worst.
terrible.
Not a fun time.
I hope you're feeling better. Yeah. I think it's time to put on this face.
Da, 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 da.
Face on.
Da, 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 da. Okay. First, I should probably start putting.
What you got going on there?
I am finding a brown for the pants for the shorts. Some kind of like hand one underneath.
Yeah. You could do it as because not a lot of the teal is showing. Do the pants as the teal too,
Oh yeah.
since you already have that color. It's up to you. Yeah. Yeah. Or brown, whatever. Do you? She would wear some sensible jeans.
Really thin jeans sounds adorable. Like that just sounds like
I,
the
I,
cutest thing ever.
I could totally see it.
I've had bronchitis for about a week and it's going away. Okay, good. Glad to hear it.
Bronchitis is not fun. I didn't know that bronchitis can lead to so much other things, like extreme health conditions if you don't get it under control.
Isn't that wild? Yeah.
Glad. Getting over it. Like, where'd you get your boots? I made them. It seems like that would be the vibe of this person.
I love
Can't
it.
get them anywhere. I made them. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
These are my boots, custom.
They're mine. And you can't take them away.
Mm-mm. Okay.
Any idea what kind of mini that you're painting this evening, Jotip? Have anything planned or just gonna grab from the stash?
I'm probably gonna paint later too, but it's usually like why am I using this when I have a purple ink right here? I was just like trying to line it with the purple.
Oh.
Like I have some right here. Some people line their minis, some people don't. It's just how you feel.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there's no hard and fast rules with anything except for, I say highlights, base coats, highlights, shades, and shadows. That's it. That's the hard and fast rule. But how much you adhere to it is up to you. Just wanted to look a little flowy. I have a lot of projects started, but working on Icy Death Guard for my friend for
Ooh.
Warhammer 40K and a Death Dog for D&D.
Mm-hmm.
Oh snap! You just reminded me I need some Hellhounds.
Nice.
Death Guard, huh? 40K. Highly pigmented paints. You want to use a little sparingly.
Oh, yeah.
But I say if you're, just be bold. And if you fuck it up, you just paint over it. It's just paint. A lot of people don't get into minis or just painting in general because they're scared they're going to mess things up.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going to say, I most guarantee you're going to mess things up.
For sure.
So
Yeah.
don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid to mess things up. It's okay if you do. You never know, you might like it.
Yep. This is true.
So I'm normally painting minis, so this is a treat. It is, isn't it? I think she just wanted me to paint with her. She wanted a painting buddy because she's doing fine on her own.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
You are. It's like I just wanted someone to paint with.
Yeah, absolutely. That was it. That was it.
Uh,
I just want a painting buddy.
That's it. Oh my god, you could have just asked. I would have said, yeah, okay. This is a treat because I don't on my painting streams. I usually don't teach people, not unless they ask me directly, like direct questions and stuff.
Sure.
Usually it's just me farting around and talking trash and painting minis. Have my kids. Sometimes they paint with me.
Oh, yeah.
Watch movies while painting and talking trash. So if you just want somebody just to goof around and fart around while you paint minis, that's my stream.
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, Gel Tip says painting minis 30%, putting paint on the mini, and 70% fixing it up.
That's right. Okay. Now. Just farting around. That's all I did. Like, what were you doing?
Eh.
You know, just farting around. Why not? As one of those painting minis is like, you can sit it down, come back and sit it down. I know people who take days to paint one mini and they just only paint it because they're in between playing Elden Ring or something.
Oh yeah.
I know people who sit down and that's all they do for a whole day. It's supposed to be relaxing and fun and no stress. Then you become obsessed with it and you're buying everything. All and then you see something like, I'm not going to spend money. And then they
The
have another
spiral
Kickstarter.
starts.
You're like, I love it. I need it. So yes, the FOMO is real. This many now. I didn't know I needed it until now. Like, I'm not gonna buy this. I'm not gonna buy this. But it has a cute hat.
But it's so adorable.
Oh my god. Okay, let's see. Now. In this bone. Goodness. Now, as an executive goth, like Eddie, it just says
Yes.
they're an executive goth. I think they need highlights in their hair.
I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Cookie.
Thank you.
Job Tip says I could paint all day, but try to limit my session to 5 hours. Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, and always take breaks.
I did too. I did too. Hence the farting around and talking portion. No, I thought I had some blonde over here. Well, that was a lie.
Uh-oh.
The cake is a lie. I do have some khaki colors. That's gonna be all right. Isn't that cute? It will be today. And sometimes I even whisper encouraging words to the mini, like, you're going to be so beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
And all you get your paint.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're already beautiful.
I love it.
But you're going to look so good. You're going to be so much, you can feel so much better.
It's going to look so good.
Whisper words of encouragement. Like, you're going to be very pretty. Already? Oh, I did already have that color. Okay. All right. much color. That happened. Okay. Blend it in. Sometimes you could be a little heavy-handed with it.
Does yelling at your mini work, gel tip?
Darker towards the bottom. And their hair is very long. I just noticed that. You yell at your mini?
Yeah.
I yell at him too. I do too sometimes. Like, what are you doing? You're better than this. I try to be more encouraging to the mini. Like, look, just work with me.
We all have
No.
our issues.
Yeah.
Totally get you're a little bit down, but let's not let it discourage us.
Exactly. You're gonna feel a lot better when we're done. Uh-oh. There's that little road streak.
Oh, gel tip, stay on the holder. Don't bend that way. Did you really need your arm to fall off? Oh no.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness, that was me the other day. Like the arms did not want to go inside the socket and it was just driving me crazy. I was like, and that, a lot of times I have my husband assemble my minis because he just really, that's like one of his favorite things to do.
He
is
likes
put them
doing it,
together.
yeah.
Yeah. Like and he does it so fast.
Mm-hmm.
And he does it in the insane places, like on the couch or in the bed. He'll be laying in the bed putting them together. Like, why are you nuts? But he does it.
It's amazing.
But this time I guess he was just like, I have better things to do.
Yeah.
He was playing Horizon
Oh, well.
Zero Dawn. Yeah. So he had no time for me. Okay. I think it's time for the face. Are we doing goth makeup? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Like give them guy liner and all that stuff. I'm dropping things again.
Uh-oh.
I like the hair.
Oh yeah, I do too. Yeah.
Hair is cute. Like I use my natural color. They don't use dye hair, hair dye in a box. They go out in nature.
Mm-hmm.
And let the sun do it. Or might cast prismatic spray or something like that. Prestidigitation, who knows? And get the eye sockets in. I used to be scared to do eyes. Now it doesn't bother me because
You use a really, really fine brush for it.
Yeah, I use a very fine brush, and also, in the first layers and stuff. That way you can, if you go over the eye orbital bone or under it or whatever, you can fill the second layer of paint over where you messed up.
True, true.
It's kind of like sharpshooting, when you aim your weapon, you kind of inhale and then exhale on the exhale.
We are not gel tip. We're just using whatever we need for the whatever colors fit best with the mini that we're painting.
Yes. I didn't coordinate colors. First of all, I didn't even pick out a mini. It was kind of like, I got all these minis over here.
Oh,
Steph.
yeah.
Which one do you like? And she's like,
I was like,
she's like that one. I'm like,
yeah.
okay, this is the one I'm doing, and I'm not getting up. I'm using whatever paint is around me in this area is what I'm using.
Yep.
Even though I've got like thousands of paints over here, I'm not getting up out of this chair.
This is called Christy, and this is called No Get Up Day for Christy.
No, I'm just staying. But it looks like we are using the same color family, though.
We are very similar. Yeah. I can see why the question would be asked for sure.
We are using the same color palette.
It just so happened to work out perfectly. That's why.
We're the same color family, you know. Now yours is a custom mini. Mine is a Reaper mini.
Mm-hmm.
And I painted my nail polish off. Look at
that. Oh no.
Oh, you know, what are you gonna do? Just go back and paint my nails again. All right, let's see. All right, I'm gonna work on the face, but I haven't decided on, you know what? Let me get the eyebrows on. I want thick eyebrows or thin. Yeah, why not? Medium eyebrows and a little angry, just a little bit. Just turned
Angry.
in eyebrows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Just a little. Like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, yeah, I think we're going to go. Would this person have lipstick to match their outfit? Yes.
I think so.
Absolutely. Absolutely. One side of the mouth. That's the thing about smaller brushes. You got to keep reapplying paint a lot more. I'm gonna give them thicker lips than they were given on this. Oh, I got their nose. That's okay. That's why you take the. Oh. Little angry and a little smirky.
Yeah.
Like,
I like
you
it.
done messed up. We done came into the wrong part of the graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit. Okay. Now. I don't know what color eyes. Don't care. Not right now. Fill in the eyeball color later. Right now, I'm gonna put some shades on their face.
Okay.
But I might have to get up. I don't want to get up. I don't want to get up. I did not want to get up. See what my husband has on the other side of the table. nothing I want. That's okay.
You haven't seen me
take
for
what
like 3 weeks, Gel Tip. Gel Tip, you obviously haven't been watching the channel.
Have donuts.
I am here. I usually at
Ooh,
least
thank you.
for 2 or 3 hours a day.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I don't have
Wednesdays.
vision. I do not have vision. I'm not getting up from my desk, so I got to make it work.
I love it.
If that's vision, like I'm too lazy to get up.
Oh, oh yeah, and it looks. Oh, thank you, half donut. Yeah, I mean, I don't have. I mean, I wear glasses, so I mean, my vision isn't top notch, but the glasses. That's the beauty of eyewear. But y'all, I've been doing good. Doing okay.
I'm going to tell you like this. Little people know that I have terrible vision. I have double vision. I see two of everything. So I just kind of have to work with what I got.
There you go.
And just, you know, with or without glasses, I see two of everything.
Oh, no worries, Cheltip. I'm giving you a rough time. I'm giving you a rough time.
But that's why I have this light over me and the light right here. I need to water this down more. I don't want that small of I want a smaller brush than I have, but not too terribly small. And yes, I have more than one brand of brushes, and makeup brushes work too. Matter of fact, my husband uses makeup brushes a lot.
I've never even thought about using makeup brushes for painting. That's interesting. I like that. Oh yeah, I have absolutely. Uh-oh. Oh. Absolutely, Joe Tip. Absolutely. Y'all got a nice little view of my hand there for a couple minutes. Good. I'm glad, Joe Tip. Yeah, I think Tuesdays. I think Tuesdays is the only day that I am not in or running a show in Mad Bird.
What?
In some capacity. Yeah.
We need to fix that. You need to be here every day. All the time. 24/7. Team no sleep.
Team no sleep.
Hustle all the time. Grind time.
Grind time.
Okay. I am putting washes on right now.
Okay.
If you can see, like it's gonna give the face and the skin some definition.
Yeah.
Some of the clothes some depth.
Yeah. 1000 Young, hello.
Hey, Van, what's up? Yeah, I finally made it to the Mad Birds. They were silly enough to let me have a show on here with y'all. How, I mean, you know, no nuclear takes or nothing. So, well, you know, that's up to you if you want to throw your channel down the toilet like that. I'm not going to stop. I'm not. Okay, a little leg action.
Ooh, yeah. I like that.
I need to give this person a name.
Half Donut, I would love to have something like that where I do DM prep on the channel, but I would need to be doing it for a game not on the channel.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's my dilemma because I like the hair color choice you're going with,
Oh,
by the way. My
thanks.
kids, I can't tell them, you know, I'm painting this character, but it's like, yeah, I'm just painting this random character. And they're gonna be like, who's that for? I'm like, I can't tell you.
Yeah.
It's just random. I just thought it was cute. Just nowhere it affects the story
Oh my goodness,
at all.
1,000
Don't
young.
look at me
Well,
painting
hopefully you
this.
feel better soon. That booster shot can be rough.
Oh no. There we go. These are some strong cheap votes. I'm trying to get the strong cheap votes.
Yes.
There.
Nice. Nice. So
Got the
good.
hair. And I gotta. I forgot what I was doing. Sometimes that happens too. You get so
I'm
distracted, forget what you were doing.
all the time. All the time for me.
I was colorizing. That's what I was doing. Mama version, it's just random. I thought it was cute. DM version, ha ha ha, I will suck out your soul. Exactly. Oh yeah, yes, I won second place. Thank you. Did you see the rock I painted, Steph?
No, I didn't.
I'll, I think I'll send it to you in the Discord. Hold on. Let me get Discord up. I had turned it off. I'll send it to you real quick.
Okay.
Use your booster suit. Yeah, it rocks. Thank you. There you go, Steph.
Okay. Oh, let me take a look at it. I'm not gonna be there. Oops. Oh shit. Oh, my battery's at 1%, so let's see if it lets me get up here to look at it. Oh my god. What? What? That is awesome.
Yeah. I got second place in a painting contest.
That is beautiful. What did you call it? What?
It's I forget, mortar, goblin mortar.
Okay. All right.
Well, basically, the long story short is I got me a gift card for more Reaper stuff. Yay!
Yeah. That's awesome. It rocks. Mm-hmm.
Sure does.
Oh yeah, I have. That's been in the works for a bit. The live action D&D movie. I am not expecting anything until it happens. I'm not even going to think about it until it happens.
Don't think about it.
I mean, not that I don't mind talking about it, but I just my expectations are the bar set pretty low to start out with. We'll just put it that way.
What's going on with my? Audio's acted up again. Jeez, what happened?
Gonna have to. Oh, that's green.
My audio's
That
acting
is
up.
white. It's green. What?
Yeah.
So confused. Okay. Oh, that's why. I messed that up. I'm going to order some more anyways. I put the wrong cap on my white, and so now the top of my white is offload with green.
Oh no. Flick it off.
Yeah, that's what, yeah. Let's do that. I'm going to order some more anyways. It was a little dry. Did they drop a world? Oh, you mean like where it's taking place, Gel Tip? Yeah, I don't know. I just heard the announcement about it a few months ago, a year ago maybe. Yeah, yeah, I'm kind of treating all those the same too. Half donut. Just like, okay, I'll wait and see what people think about it. It's little erasers, gel tip. It's to hold the palette paper down for the wet palette. It wasn't really staying down that well for some reason. So yeah, it's just to hold the corners of the paper down. Oh, too light.
I think it's starting to look like a thing.
Yes, it looks so good, Christine. Are you painting with cake icing? No. Yeah, I did wet both sides. Yeah. I just kind of submerged it. Uh, oh, the sponge is not saturated enough. But either way for next time. I mean, maybe. Might not been saturated enough. You're probably right.
It kind of does look like cake icing though. It's making me a little hungry. You know what? I'll just have to make it work. I'll make it work. I'm not getting up. This is not getting up
Okay.
challenge.
All right.
Do
Yeah.
not leave my seat.
No getting up. Oh, thank you so much for the resubscribes and Blade. Appreciate it.
That was unintentional, Zenblade, but yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. Someone else pointed that out, and we're like, oh, I think it was Gel Tip asked for using the same colors, which would have been a fun challenge, but we did not think that far ahead.
Then Blade, my challenge is to use the paints around me. It just so
Yeah.
happened that the paints around me correspond with
Yeah.
Steph's paints. Exactly. I'm not getting up. I have on I have a bedpan and
Oh boy.
some Depends.
Oh boy.
I have some snacks, some drinks. I'm here for the rest of until this mini is done. No getting up.
That's a good idea, Jill Tip. If you paint your character with cake icing and make your character out of cake, if you die, you can just eat your mini.
That is genius. That is genius. I would die all the time though.
Yeah.
Like I get to make a new character.
What?
Num num num.
Well, it'd be really fun for like a campaign where like you're meant to die. Like what is it? The like monsters, not monsters of the week. There's one where it's like where you start out with like four characters at like 0 level, and you're meant to like only end up after the first session with one character. Like all your other characters should like will probably die just because of the difficulty. I don't remember what system that
Kingdom
is though.
Death. Kingdom Death is hard as hell like that.
Oh really?
It's very hard and don't get attached. A lot
Yeah,
of people die.
right.
Just farting around. Occasionally I do, but I like for me when I airbrush it's in the priming stages, or if I'm gonna do something like that, or if I'm doing like a bust, like a really pretty like display piece or something like that, where I'm gonna take a lot of time because airbrushing and stuff it has a lot of pieces. You got to keep them clean. It involves mixing chemicals and all that good stuff. So I have to really want it. I'm kind of lazy. Just a little bit.
Aren't we all?
And the fumes get to me a bit.
I could see that.
I have to use a mask.
Yeah, I don't have any experience airbrushing Sandblade at all in any capacity.
I just realized I need to put some cleavage or pec muscles or something there. It's just like I got to put a.
Oh
thing.
yeah, absolutely.
Have to do it. Thing. Look like something Sinister might try to wear.
Oh, yep. Yep.
He would like, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm jealous. I'm jealous now. Instant jealousy.
I have dabbled, but I find brushes are more accessible unless I'm doing very large models for vehicles. Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, for definitely for vehicles terrain. Like if you're doing a big piece for sure. Like I said, a bust or something like that. Oh, and a belly button. Forgot the belly button.
Oh, absolutely.
See, you don't think about these things until afterwards. There. There we go. Cheekbones are not deep enough. I want it deeper.
I'm gonna get those Angelina Jolie cheekbones in Maleficent.
Got it in there. Get in there. Get in them cheeks. Yes. Very cute now.
Yes.
All right. What did I miss now? You can see. Oh, the red stuff.
I can see that gel tip. Oh no, Thousand Young. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, and that's another thing. I don't want to, they are not cheap. And they do require some extra. You do have to really make sure that you keep them clean. And yeah, you don't want them to break. Okay. And I'm very sensitive, so I have to kind of limit my access around them because it will sink
Yeah.
in. Okay, I gotta. Why were you so sassy?
So sassy.
Okay. We're gonna do the makeup a little later. I have to wait for the shade to dry a little before I want to paint on top of it. But I'm putting the shades in there so they can fall in between the spaces and creases.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't have to work as hard. And I do kind of have to wait for them to dry. And theme, I'm not getting up is in full effect. I forgot the elbow. All right. So now I'm just waiting. Which models am I painting? I'm painting another Reaper model, and Steph is painting a custom model.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's for my character from the Saturday Night campaign. I got it through Hero Forge.
And I haven't decided what I'm going to do for the base. Probably something goth and weird. Like gravel. Who knows? That seems very gothy, is gravel.
Mm-hmm.
Just sit in the gravel.
Mm-hmm.
Just waiting on the paint to dry. But so far, I put purple shade on the bottom. And then some strong shade because I'm not getting up. I didn't have no flesh tones or nothing like that. So it's just like, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they basically don't have a shirt, but it's a hoodie.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah. I like it.
I mean, it could have been like straps of leather if I wanted to, but I thought it would be a little neat if, it was kind of ripped up intentionally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I did this. Like,
Oh,
I love your
thank you,
outfit.
Choto.
Thank you. Okay. So now I gotta look and see what colors am I gonna use for highlights. And it's team I'm not getting up, so
Not getting up.
I'm not. Poor eyes. Jeez. I didn't put any eye color. Their eyes are blue. Their eyes are gonna be blue. That's it.
I think that works.
That's what I have.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I have. They're looking kind of up into up like what?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I like that. It's like, excuse me? Are you
Excuse
talking to me? Come on, can you see it?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see it. I see it. Or like an eye roll. A hard
Yeah,
eye
like
roll.
like a yes.
I love it.
Because that's a goth
Yeah.
like excuse me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. Well, I think they need a little cheekbone blush, and be like that. Not a whole lot though. Dilute it. I like doing their makeup.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I call like doing the colors and the cheekbones and getting the contour and all that on the noses and whatnot, beards,
Mm-hmm.
freckles, whatever. Yeah. That cheek color. We'll get them.
Oh yeah, I can even see it blurry. There we go. Yeah.
And that's all they need. You need the neck though. Collarbones and things like that. I'm seeing that there's some hair right here. I missed that hair right there, and I'm you're constantly correcting.
Fine tuning.
Mm-hmm. So now Kitty, why are you in here? And you're not even in here. Constant problem. Taking a lighter color and just kind of dragging it over the edges.
Okay.
You know, it's the gray, but it's a lighter gray, and I'm just dragging it over the edges. I put a very little bit of paint on there, and it just kind of
Yeah.
pull across. Where the wrinkles and stuff kind of gather. What portion? Now, do you have a dry brush?
I have dry brushes. Yeah, I mean, I don't. Is there a difference between a dry brush and like what you would use for a dry brush and just a dry regular brush?
Dry brush is usually your most rattiest.
Oh,
Drag through,
then
beat up.
I can definitely have one of. I definitely have one of those. Yes.
Okay. And normally you wet your brushes in the water. Well, this with the paint you don't, and kind of scrub it
Oh,
down.
okay. Okay.
And then you take it, and then you just kind of drag it over the mini to give it highlights.
Okay.
See? Like especially for fur and hair, bones. I mean, you could do it with cloth or whatever, but basically it gives it a real highlight like that. See the bone now that I dry brushed?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So you try not to have too much paint on it. That's why you scratch it up and just just aggressive with your
I
mini.
love it. Yeah.
There we go.
Ooh.
Now, I want to give that partition metal. My husband taught me this, like with metals and stuff. Like if you're doing gold, you want to highlight with a little bit of silver on top, or maybe a little green.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Um, oh, I forgot. Like it's kind of like with with silver, you might want to do a lighter silver to get
Mm-hmm.
that kind of like point of like the
Mm-hmm.
sword, like the tip,
Yeah.
you know. And you would do just like I did with the hoodie, is to take it and just drag it along the metal or along the weapon.
Okay.
No, just a very thin and just kind of drag it along. It would look really cute. And people are like, "Oh my God, you spent all this time," and you're like, "Yeah, okay, I did some." Like little things can make it look really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is airbrushing paint, but I just like the metallics so much that I just use it brush on too.
Okay.
But Vallejo makes a good
Ooh,
metallics,
okay.
probably some of the best.
Okay.
And they have a ball inside them already.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like you shake them up, you
Mm-hmm.
can hear it clacking around in there. I'm just taking a silver on this like rusty tin color and just kind of dragging it along there.
Okay.
No, maybe they used like a rusty rain pipe to make
Yeah.
this. Who knows?
Right.
But that little bit of dragging it around, I mean, it didn't really do much to change the color, but you could see
Gives
it's
it a
more
little bit of
dark.
something. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to do that to the the handles of the weapons as well. Okay. I'm noticing there's some buckles on their straps, so I'm going to use the silver that I already have to put some clasps and stuff on the bags.
Okay. Oops.
All right. The booty.
Ooh.
Trying to give the impression there's a little bit of booty bump.
Oh, I like it. Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
Just a little bit,
I lose
even though
just
they
a
are
little
very,
pick. Just a little peek.
even though it's completely flat.
Yeah, it's fine. It's there. It's just covered by fabric. A lot of
Yeah,
fabric.
a lot of fabric. Okay. All right. Watercolor and similar color family and just kind of drag it on top. You don't have to catch every little crease or whatever.
Yeah.
It does help. And try to put a little bit of paint on there, not too much.
Okay.
Use this work? That sounds boring.
What?
It's like I'm still here just doing office work, almost done.
Oh, okay. Ugh, yeah.
Office work. Yeah.
Womp womp. We're glad you're almost done though.
Yeah. The quicker the better. I think that's good enough for government work.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead. This is ready to go on the table. That's about as
It looks good. Yeah.
that's about as thin. I mean, could I fiddle with it more?
Sure.
Sure you can.
Sure. Yeah, it looks good.
Can people do less? Yes. Do less. No. This is good enough for my standards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, it looks really good.
I like the attitude though. He's like, ugh.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Dark Strider, thank you.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're gonna wrap up here in a few minutes anyway, so.
I'm gonna break my rule and I have to get up.
Okay, get up.
All right.
Stretch.
All right. Get rid of it. I got up for a reason.
Okay.
I went to get some texture.
Ooh. What kind of texture?
I'm gonna go with the black lava asphalt from Vallejo texture.
That's awesome.
Just now, the thing with these is they're very unforgiving. They can't stick to your minis, and they dry quickly. You do have to work fast when you use them because they dry, and you want to make sure that you put the lid back on tightly because it will dry it out.
Okay. Okay. I'm excited
And
to
if
see.
it gets on you, you need to hurry up. Wash your hands quickly. And I use toothpicks to put them on.
Okay.
So, just to give you an idea, I have different colors. I have sand colors, red clay colors, regular dirt colors, but I'm going with that.
Okay.
I mean, you can use a brush, but I would not recommend using the paint.
They don't use a good brush.
Don't use any of your good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend that, but I'm doing a quick, and this would be good enough for like war paint and stuff because it's a base, you know. I just filling in the black texture that's already there, just to make it look like they're standing in the middle of like a nasty mucky place.
And how long does that take to dry?
Very quickly, it's drying now.
Oh wow.
Oh, no.
But you just let it sit for about an hour though. But it's starting to. You got to kind of work fast.
So fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives you a nice thick texture there. Huh.
Yeah. And they have different colors. What I do, like if I wanted to add like grass or gravel or whatever, just take some regular Elmer's like blue oil. Like I got a big jug of
Oh my God, yeah.
And just whatever terrain, just put the glue down, even while it's kind of wet, put the glue down and put whatever you're going to put down on it.
Okay. Huh.
But from this point, that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to add any gravel or rocks. I think this is cute enough.
That's really cool.
And just let that dry. I'm going to put this little thing back on it because
I love it. Yeah. That's really helpful. It's really helpful. You know, I just realized I don't know what color carmine is.
I would do a silvery with maybe blue in between.
That's what I would think. Yeah, I thought that's what I was thinking was that it was more on the silver side.
Yeah. use an old brush. I don't really use any brushes. I've been using toothpicks to put the texture paint on. Well, my husband's like, it takes forever to do that. I don't like messing up the brushes. I spread it on like it's cake icing. It's cake icing. I feel like to
Yeah.
make it a little.
Oh, for the texture paint. Yeah.
And that's that on that. Make sure I got this on nice and tight.
Now, would you, after your paint dries on your mini, what would you use to kind of protect it? Do you put any
There's
kind
varnish.
of varnish on it? Okay.
Varnish. I mean, and there's, I mean, I've, I have a display case, so I put it in the display case. I mean, it depends.
Okay.
You know, I have minis that I haven't even varnished, and they're okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have spray on varnish and brush on varnish. Spray on varnish just makes it a little easier, but the thing is that you can't spray on too much, and if it looks wet, you put too much on.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta be a little, there's a learning curve with that. But they look nice.
Yeah. I'll have a little bit more painting to do on mine, even after we're done here today. I'm just going to do a quick, I think, just kind of base on carmine, and then probably close it out. Oh yeah, is that the spray on varnish?
Yeah. And we can just spray it. It's strong. I would suggest, I mean, any of the spray on primers or whatever, varnish, go outside. Plenty of ventilation.
Oh, for sure.
Don't
Yeah.
spray towards the wind, in a large ventilated area, and just, sweeping coats of.
Yeah.
I let my husband and my sons do it because I don't like I don't like the smell.
Yeah, do not do varnish inside of a small room or a room even. Take it out into a wide open space. I've made that mistake.
Yeah, did you die?
Obviously not, but it was not pleasant.
It was not. I mean, even if you do have a large space, I mean, the fumes are there, mask is,
Yep.
if you know it. But definitely, we have like take it behind the house, and we got like a little table.
Yep.
Just.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Well, this is a fun first show.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been very good.
We got our everyday goth with their custom outfit.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
And he's standing in his muck, or they. I'm gonna say it's they, them, but him.
Yeah.
He, him. Yeah, because that's what it's giving me.
Mm-hmm.
And let me think. What's a good name? What's a good name, chat, for them? Maybe Riley. That's a non-binary name. This is looking like a Riley.
I like it.
Yes. This has been sitting on my shelf, and look, we got tons just sitting right here on my desk.
Yeah.
Just because. And then we can paint terrain. We paint, I mean, because
yes.
you need to have like chairs and tables and rocks and tents and horses.
Yep.
And pigs. And
all
monsters.
These things.
You need all the things for your D&D world. Walls. like the rock, I had to make some of that terrain there. So why not? Fill in the space. Paint some weapons. You need weapons and treasure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe one day we get you to paint an army. Yeah, like just basically a group of stuff, like a bunch of kobolds.
Mm-hmm.
How to paint them all in one sitting. The difference between doing one character mini versus one army. Because it's different, but the same techniques and stuff. But,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Baropotamus.
Hey, Bear. You caught us right at the end of the stream. Again.
Yeah.
You have that timing. You have that touch.
Well, watch the VOD, I guess. Well, I guess this would be the time. I guess you can ask me questions, since I'm pretty much. Actually, this is the quickest I painted a mini right here on stream.
You did very good. Yeah, that was quick. You got everything done.
Well, just the basics and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, but it looks great.
I mean, this is what I kind of. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I consider the basics of every mini. You could do this with every mini, and it doesn't matter if it's a vehicle, a monster, a person, terrain. You know, you go the base coats, the shades, the highlights. And then do the base, the bottom.
Yeah.
And the rules of at least three different colors. They could all be in the same family. You know, because I could have did 3 different types of purple on. I'm gonna say it. Their name's Riley. Riley. I gave birth to the name. Riley's colors. Riley, the friendly neighborhood necromancer, everyday goth. Not a hot topic goth. And I am proud that I gave Riley a little bit of booty.
Yes.
Where there was no flat. It's flat. It's flat. This is flat back here. They didn't flat booty and flat chest.
They have not worked out their glutes.
No. Give it a little thigh too. Because they wanted that thigh going out.
All right. Well, we are getting close to. We are pretty much 1-7, 3 minutes to. I didn't get, so we can review. I didn't get all of my mini painted, but
you got a good bit. Though.
I got a good bit, I think. Trying to get the light kind of more up here, probably. There we go. Yeah, we got. I just didn't get the base on the base kit on the base. But I got. Yes.
I would suggest that you do 3 different colors for the base and then dry brush a lighter color on top of the rock.
Okay. Yeah. I like that.
You know, because stone is not really one color. It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I usually do like a gray, a brown, and then maybe a darker gray or a darker brown.
Okay. Yeah.
And then you could do the little cute little mushrooms too.
Kilo mushrooms. We have a gravestone on the back here. Little grave. But yeah. Got a little bit of gradient in her hair.
Yeah. I like her hair.
On the stick or staff.
You did good on the hair.
Well, thank you.
I like it.
Yeah. I'm satisfied with the space coat, and I can add on to it.
She's in her fall to winter gear. Like it's getting a little chilly out here.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, and then Christy did, of course, a banging job on hers.
Well,
wonderful.
Thank you.
All right. Wow, this has been a great first episode of Paint by Minis. This has been awesome. For those of you watching, if you're not in our Discord, please join. 1,000 Young Necromancers should be buff cause all the deadlifts. I mean,
exactly.
Wow. I don't even know.
Bravo.
Bravo. You win the chat for the day. 1,000 yab.
Yay.
Aw, thank you, Bear. Yeah, let me just throw up our schedule really. Oh, I don't have I don't have the schedule in here. Anyways, yeah, I'll just go through it really quick. You've been watching Paint by Minutes, which is every Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. We should have Squawks coming up here in an hour. I know that Dan was still working on guests, so I haven't heard back. I haven't heard from him if that's still going on. So maybe in an hour we'll have Madbird Squawks. Usually that's just an hour-long program where Dan sits down with players and with DMs talking about their games and like the different D&D campaigns they're in, or if they're DMs about their DMing process. And then tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, or not 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Time is Med Art with Staff, where I work on some sketches from the various campaigns throughout the week. Saturday we have 2 D&D campaigns, one at 6, one at 10. And then Sunday we have at 2 p.m. Learning Blender with Stuff, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, Mad Games at Dusk with Trish. And then at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, Obsidian Scar should be back this week. And then Monday you have Stormfall Initiative in the afternoon at 4. Then 10 p.m. Eastern Time you have The Forsaken. Then Wednesdays we have Indie Game Time at 10 p.m. Eastern, not 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So many things going on. Excuse my stumbling over times and stuff. But it has been an awesome time. Thank you, chat. Thank you, Christy. And you know what? I think I'm just going to go ahead and just sign off. And we will see you
on Saturday.
Oh, yeah, in Extremis on Saturday. All right, friends.